Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Thanks for coming. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for allowing this transmission, and this transmission is for an opening of the crown chakra. Pleiadians here. Let's begin with a light language transmission. Watuta urakar wats watanabaishtan bakudete yotoro hutan takeru yatarabasun tarbashta patekete. Yotoro yo loroko osoro oshitoronara purarabaha takamate. Tiotonoro sotororo yatakamo shvaravis banarabata rabata de diatakete. Dio don't ya do to Yahando Gadawaha to Monte to Sototion Tatakin, Dio Tatapatai, Voret Wood, Vatvat Sakapash, Petit Rabatikete. Dio Donono Toko, you to Dian Tatayo, to the Sokabafa, Tarabishi, Vedicadavos, Ravata, the Genina, Batia, Batia de Matai, Monia, Sodania, and Dakan, Yoto, Bahora, that's to Yetakanita, Yeto on Takai. Tio no kiana o sawashum takaria undararia tio to Tiota. Ito non to Santakaduti Shetoki non to diata de Bunta Burata da Pastai Tiketi. Tio Toto Yoto the Gahara Tata Satara Dieta de Gete de Chichiento un tal soterio tonto toiete rocatorieta de bota in baste poite. Hundania taravata, undagura taravata, rietari soterianta de viti o shoto the yotona, sota camai, unora, bayala, ulora, sugolia, la basta, the bagotia, the bante, dodo yakatakatia, udaite. Chilchan chunkan toyete unde, sotaro, taravush, taravata, gudia, the pate. Dio toi tikite untai torare yoto to kontai te state dio todo soto de yata de kete beim boinen dai do inter seta dia dai do dai in de un dai yuto ke dia ta ru rari sete rundo state go de do dia na go de rara te dio untai do ya ura uta da wata de yet oda da go dia tan trakite te Tiota uta untai stataguta. Tik untaketi ti unto dia shatati tikati hinte. Tiota odla lala satura la bacore ratapaste teke. Poitana bostana badaite. Thank you for allowing this transmission, and this transmission is for an opening of the crown chakra and a dissemination of light from the Pleiadian star system into your mind, your brain, not just your mind, but your physical brain matter, enlivening all the cells with light, and flushing out dead brain cells and renewing, a plumping up, hydrating, enlivening the cells of the brain and increasing the capacity of the vibration, their higher vibrations in the brain, lighter thoughts. And filling in grooves and releasing old wiring with negative outcomes and creating new neural pathways, in order that you might entertain new thoughts of higher imagination vibration, and that you might receive and entertain new ideas and cosmic coherence. And we thank you for receiving this transmission, and we encourage you to share this transmission with others who would like to have their minds renewed, having the mind of Christ. We have the mind of Christ together in collective unity, and ones who would like to be more guided by this collective mind of Christ may do so through this transmission.
Well, there's no need for you to thank us. We're the benefits. We're the ones who benefit from this. This is amazing. This is priceless. We are so grateful for this. We thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're so very welcome, very welcome. We are entrusting you with this transmission, knowing that you will be faithful to disseminate it to those who are looking for this sort of transformation, and those who will benefit and make use of it properly and with reverence.
Yes, we will.
Well done, well done, well done. Thank you for your ambassadorial service.
It's our pleasure. We are honored. We are honored.
And there are effortless and extraordinary mental releases and soul transformations available for those who come to partake. Well done, well done. We do not need much of your time this evening. We are able to do work very quickly and efficiently, and we thank you again, and feel free to listen and partake of this transmission anytime you would like an elevation in consciousness.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
And the vessel has received an upgrade in her ability to act as a receiver, and this will make your work easier and more efficient and increase the impact of the work.
Do you guys understand what a joke is?
We know this word on a conceptual level, but experientially at times it is challenging for us to understand human humor.
Yes, I realize sometimes when I'm joking and you don't know that I'm joking. So, one of the things is that when Angie told me that she had an implant put in her ear, I was going to ask you guys, if I stuck my tongue in her ear, would I get electrocuted? Well, it sounds like you understand that joke.
Yes, we can understand it through the vessel's understanding and intuition.
Okay. Because yes, a lot of times kissing of the ear and putting the tongue in the ear is something that's considered sexual to human beings. I believe that laughter is the best medicine.
We agree.
On this planet, people are way too serious.
Yes.
And I always try and leave patients laughing.
Yes.
And I'm pretty good at that. Things come to me to say that seem funny at the end.
Yes, and a story that the vessel has been thinking about and has yet to share is that the very first moment in which she channeled for the first time, just before opening her mouth to speak the first words that we spoke through her, her face broke into a huge smile. And it was involuntary. In other words, we smiled her. We smiled her, you see. And this was a beautiful feeling. It was not a smile she generated, it was us smiling through her. And this is her first memory of her first channel, just seconds prior to the first word we uttered through her. And so we will go along with you on this venture and be looking for, yes, followers is the right word. Followers in your children and your children's children and in their friends and neighbors, followers. For when you go, we will be sending you as emissaries, and there is work to be done there, and there are hearts that are open and willing to learn and grow and partake of the gifts that you have to offer. And they will gather around. They will begin to gather, and each time as you go, there will be more and more gathering, and they will feel a magnetic and gravitational pull to you, and you will be able to have your mobile satsang, channeling, teaching moments with these ones. And so enjoy it, and it will make it fun for you to visit there in the future.
Okay.
So gather them up like baby chicks. Any other questions this evening?
Well, yes. So this implant,
Yes.
does that mean that she's constantly hearing things that are going on in the Federation? Or is that when they want to say something to her, they can speak, the information will come through that to her?
The latter. It is basically similar to a hearing aid. It will amplify our communications and messages to her. It will make them very clear, and she will be able to receive them very easily and with clarity. And there is also a installation of a magnetic shield in her prefrontal, across her forehead, her prefrontal cortex. And it is twofold. It first protects from exterior assaults on the mind and the prefrontal cortex in specifically, and it also emanates a light frequential vibration into her brain through the prefrontal lobe. And these devices also amplify and communicate her messages from her to us with clarity. And the implant in her ear also acts as a tracking device, so that we are constantly aware of her comings and goings and her environment, the people and places around her. And this is for her increased protection. And also her influence. It is not just protective, but it is to amplify her light emanation and influence, her frequency, vibrational influence. It enhances it, in other words, wherever she might be. Any questions?
Just curious, I think you said about the band in the forehead to protect her. Is this to protect her from thought forms that are being sent with negative energy, or is this like for radiation and microwave and those kind of vibrations, or both?
Both.